Hello, welcome. It's a long weekend. Hopefully, people are around. I'm not too sure. It's been kind of a crazy kind of weekend. I know some people have gone camping, gone out of town, but then they can't light fires because of problems with the forest fires and everything else. But hey, you know, here we are. So, welcome. I forgot about my Reset Sunday. Totally forgot about it. I've been busy. I was videotaping this morning, doing a little video about my snail mail and trying to figure out subscriptions for people to subscribe and seeing, because some people have subscribed and then I'm not sure if they're subscribed again. Some did, some didn't. So figuring that all out, which is kind of fun. And wanting it to grow. Now I'm not starting off very small. I am starting off very small. I think a total of I'll be sending out 16, I believe, for August. I have two more here. They're going to be sent out on Tuesday because I don't trust the mailbox. I don't trust the mailbox. Why don't I trust the mailbox? Well, I did send something out from the mailbox there, and the person still hasn't received it, and that's 3 weeks ago. So I don't know if it's still in the mailbox. I don't know if they collect from the mailbox. It doesn't have a time. You know, when it used to have a time saying, collect at 11 o'clock, Monday through Friday, or what have you, there's no time on there anymore to tell you what time they collect. So when do they collect from the mailbox? I don't know. That's a dilemma. That's a mystery. So it does say it does collect like Monday to Friday, but not on Saturdays and Sundays and holidays. So so I'd rather go and take the train all the way up to North Hill Mall and go to Shoppers Drug Mart where the post office is and mail my letters there right at the post office because then I know they're going to get out, right? That's crazy world we live in. Crazy world we live in. The other thing too, I was listening to a few people who do snail mail, and one girl was talking about, and I think she's Canadian. I think she's from back east in Toronto, and she was talking about how they're trying to stop Canada Post and having home delivery. Well, I know a lot of there is a lot of places don't have, like the new suburbs and stuff don't have home delivery. We still do. Mail still comes to our house here, but some have the little mailboxes set up and getting mail and people getting mail and stuff there. Now, my hair is falling out because I have it down. I feel like that you're still getting mail delivered, right? But I think what she was trying to also say, what she was also talking about is that they're even trying to limit how much, I guess, mail people get because they're really trying to push more online. Again, this is the whole thing about doing the snail mail is it's not to get everything online. I mean, even Xbox, I know the new PS 4 or 5, I don't know what it is. Um, Now you can't have games. All the games are oh, my hair. All the games are online. So you have to download all the games. You don't own the game. Where before you used to go to the the place. You know what I'm saying? The place. And buy a game and then they'd bring it home or they'd wait until they used to have lineups for games. Now Xbox is going to be doing the same thing to my understanding, or it's vice versa, I don't know. But again, it's you're not owning anything. And I think I have an old DVD player. It's purple. And Steve used to take it up north when he used to go up north. But a DVD player that you can watch DVDs with. So that's the whole thing. Is like, do you really want to take the time to put a DVD in? But again, this is also what if the power goes out, or what if you're unable to access that kind of stuff anymore? we used to go to the library when my back in the day when my kids were little, and we didn't have internet sometimes. And I would go and get DVDs and stuff, and we would rent them, and we would that's what we'd be watching. And the computers at that time had a DV where you could insert a DVD player in it. Went from floppy disks to DVD. So I feel like there's just so much that's being taken away from us as humans and not being able to have or utilize. So doing the letters from Mama G has been something for me, a way of new connecting with people and trying different art forms. I was researching and looking up different recipes to see what Mr. Tracy thought and something for the September one. Um, and we found one, and he was looking at it. He said, "Well, they didn't use avocado oil. They didn't. They just had whatever. I think they used. It's a kruma. I think that's how you spell it or say it. But it is. It's like a sweet dish. It's a sweet fried fried flowers that are coated in sugar and deep fried. That's what they are. That's going to be the recipe for September. And the reason being, we're looking for because we wanted something magical in that has to do with back to school. And that would be a cool little treat to have in your lunch bag when you go to school, go to the office, have a few in there. And when you make them, they last a long time. I asked, we probably won't make them here. Steve could make them up instantly. I know he could because he's constantly working. We always have dough in the fridge. Like he's always doing uh, fry bake and bake and stuff like that, and making his own bread and stuff like that. So he's always done that. So something like this would probably be very easy to do for him. So that is one thing. That's going to be one of the recipes that are going to be going into the September one. So link is in the description. If you're unsure of wanting to subscribe and wanting to look into it, you can e-transfer. We could do that as well. Now, what I have been doing with the letters from Mama G is that if people are subscribing now, they're still going to get the August one. I'm going to leave that open until about the 15th. If you're still wanting to get the August one, leaving it well, it'll still be relevant and everything. But after that, 15th to the 20th, I'm really concentrated on the September one. And anybody who's subscribed then will be getting the September one. So I have that's happening. I have been working on looking at different stickers and making stickers, and that's been actually another process of doing things and getting ideas from different places, whether it's Pinterest, whether it's YouTube, whether it's looking at different articles or different stickers. And trust me, there's a lot out there. To also looking at different ideas when it comes to what to put in the snail mail besides my letter. Every month you're going to get letters and stickers and a recipe from us. Uh, the music list coming in from with Owen, helping me out as much as he can because he's a busy boy. And doing that's one thing, is having sort of a playlist. I think that's kind of cool on there to make it fun. And then with the stickers for different I might have bonus things that are in for each, one month, like Christmas time might have a few extra little thingies, little parts in it. I know for a letter, you want to keep the letter under an ounce. That's sort of the general rule. Um, I don't want to show the person's but then I decorate the front. So, and doing that. So right now I can do that because there's only I've only sent out 16 of them. So individually doing that. Others have I've seen where they've done stickers and they've put stickers on them, which I think is very cool. Or they've printed them out on the printer and then they've done different things on the printer. My printer, as I've stated before, is it's a good printer. It prints, it does what it does, but it's not one where I can use really heavy paper. If I use heavy paper on it, sometimes it takes a bit to pick up the feed. Or if I'm doing the stickers on that printer, picking up the feed from the stickers is a little bit difficult as well. So it'll start pulling the paper from underneath. That's always fun too when it does that. So that's been quite a learning process. My goal is to get an Espeon with the um, refillable tank. So, and it's a lot cheaper. What I've different ones, people that I have researched and watched, most people they have like either a Canon one or they have an Espion one because it's the quality. And that's, I believe, especially when you're doing a lot of your art pieces and you're wanting to um, print out a piece of your art on there, those printers do really well. This printer is not really a printer to print out really nice pieces of art after you've drawn something or to scan it to get it on there. Uh, that scanner, it scans, but it's basic. It's basic. That's fine. So for right now, what I've been doing, of course, and I think I've already showed you guys, is that I've been doing my own art. So just doing my own little cutesy wootsy little pieces of art. I'm not, I don't, I'm not like I know artists, like I know some beautiful artists that create some really fine pieces. Yeah, not exactly. I don't do that. I want to create whimsical things and um I'm really good at doing graphic design, like things online where I can take different pieces and put them together. That is really my kind of art that I can do, or I can do like collages and multi-layered pieces of art. That's sort of my thing as well. The other part too that I have learned recently is and I know is laminating. Now I know laminating isn't new, but I mean to be able to laminate without a laminator, and that's something that instead of doing the Mod Podge, where is my Mod Podge one? Yeah, this one ripped, but that was the Mod Podge. It didn't come out. It's still, you can see where the strokes are on this. It's not as clear as this one. The only thing is getting the bubbles out. Like really, that's the fun part. But it looks a lot better and it's a little bit more durable. So for the little oracle cards or tarot cards that I make each month, and that's what I do. I don't want to make traditional looking cards. That's the other thing. And in what I'm doing, I'm not wanting to make like I guess right now because September 1, I'm chose the Ace of Pentacles right now. And it's usually a big pentacle and then you have an archway and stuff. I have the archway and everything on there, but I don't have the pentacle. It's more, I don't know, I just wanted to make it different and more whimsical, more earthy type of looking. Anyways, so and then on the back have something that's pretty. This time, this one has the journal prompts on the back, which are kind of small, but I'm going to be doing the journal, still have journal prompts, but I'm going to do it a little bit different than what I have been doing. So lots of ideas come in. And the other thing, I know I'm just talking a mile a minute right now, aren't I? The other thing is that I'm still doing the $10 readings. So $10. So the $10, what the $10 readings are is that I draw one card for you. I do a little reading for I record it and then I send it to you. And it's still there if people are interested. I'm just not advertising it as much, or the 25-minute or the 20-minute reading for 60 to $65. So I'm still doing those things. I'm just not advertising them as much. They're still there. And same with the moon readings. The moon readings are there. And right now it's just that I'm enjoying doing letters from Mama G. And that is something I really want to grow. And I really want to promote that and bring that out to the forefront. As I always tell people, me being a psychic, a medium, and astrologer, it's there. It's not going anywhere. I still love doing that. I still love the astrology. The astrology is still part of my snail mail because I do give a little tidbit about the full moon and the new moon. And the full moon and the new moon and this one are going to be the eclipses. So they're going to be a little bit funky. Cray cray energy coming in. You thought the last every energy is cray cray, right? So creating that and putting that all out there for people, it just makes me happy. Something I want to do, something I want to create more and more each and every day, and doing more of the promotions. So this is something to not only grow my channel, which I really want to grow, and finding new ways of growing my channel in fun ways, whimsical ways, ways that I see people. I don't want to do tarot cards online. I really don't. I want to do I don't know, something that's just fun. Fun. That's what I want to do. Fun. And I find doing the letters and doing the art and doing I mean, I am a I knew when I had my scrapbooking store, I love paper. I love stickers and stationery. I mean, you could drop me off between Michael's and Staples. I would be I'd be gone all day. You just drop me off and where's Mary? Oh, she's in Staples. How long has she been there? I could look at the pencil aisle and the pen aisle for hours. Just saying. Put me in Michael's and I would find a section like the art section. Like how many blues can there be? Really? There's crimson blue and sky blue and indigo blue, green blue. you know, and then you have to decide which blue you want depending on what you're doing and the amount of different pens and then the different tips of pens, how fine point they are. I get so excited about those times. I don't know about anybody else, but then I found out that there were stationary conventions. Oh my God. I was talking to my daughter about that, and she goes, Mom, what a waste of money. Wow, my girl. Not for me. That would be I locked in an art supply store overnight. Could you imagine? Oh my goodness. All the different things and the different types of paper and the texture of paper and the weight of paper. When I owned the scrapbooking store and stuff, you'd have the different weights of paper and stuff that you'd use for scrapbooking and what you could do for scrapbooking. And scrapbooking and paper is kind of like those people who sew. If you ever sewn, right, you always have scraps. Scraps of material because you're not going to throw away that scrap of material because you don't know you might use it someday. You just might. So you don't throw it away. Same with scrap paper, right? Scrapbooking paper. You just don't throw it away. Why? Because you don't know. You just might need it. You might just need that one piece, that edge. And I could put it and I could, I don't know, journal over top of it. I could add it to another page that I'm doing. Um some of the things, hang on here. Hang on, people. Hang on. Do, 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 do. I'm not going anywhere. Hold on. So some of the things that I used to do are, I don't know if you can see that. And this was my son's grade 7 graduation, Dominic. So there's that. To things I used to do. This is what I used to do because I had a scrapbooking store. Hang on. Hold on. I have a piece of carpet here. This is a reprint. This is a reprint. This was my mom's mother. This is my grandmother. So, and I had that reprinted. But then I love old pictures. This is, I don't know, it's not showing up on Facebook. Anyways, it's the Merricks, and this is like my mom and my dad and my older siblings. This is a picture of my older siblings. And then I would take older pictures, and that's over here is my sister Judy. In there, hold on, in there, there's a little kid down there. That's me. That's me. We're down on vacation somewhere. So that's what I used to do. I have more. I have books filled with scrapbooking that I used to do and setting up the scrapbooking. But that's what I love to do. And that's what I would love, continue to do it. And then just adding the different, different stickers and different, anyways, with the snail mail. So when it comes to paper, I love paper. I love it. I really do. Different types of paper, the whole bit. Doing stuff like that is my thing, right? And I love to do those types of things. And let's see. There we go. We're going to just remove that person. And we're going to remove that person. There we go. There we go. Just removed somebody because I don't need rude people or negative energy on my YouTube or anywhere. And just want to do that. That's what I want. Just create. So one of the things when I was talking to my daughter about the next one is in where is it? Down in California, San Diego. San Diego usually has some really good conventions and stuff, and so does Vegas. But it is so cool to see how these girls set up their booths and stuff for doing their stationery. And some of them have such cute ideas for stationery and stuff like that. One of the cool things that I think for some of the booths is that they have where you put in a loonie and they get a sticker. So for a loonie, you would have certain stickers that would be in there, and then they would come out. And some of them come out in a little piece of cardboard, and then they open it up, and then they get the stickers so that people can buy stickers and stuff like that. So that I think is a really cool idea because I know for the fall and going into Christmas, I have ideas of things that I want to do for a booth and bring in more of the stationery in for my booths. Now, some of them are making their own little books and stuff and washi tape. That's a whole nother area is washi tape. Washi tape in Japan, there's a whole store that's all washi tape. Oh my God. That is crazy. So and all the different types of washi tape. So I was thinking of making my own washi tape, but only doing it as for the moon phases or something like that, which I think would be kind of cool. So ideas are coming, loads of ideas. Some of them I just have to sort of put over to the side because I want to focus really a lot again on the snail mail, grow that. And as I go to different markets and stuff like that in the fall, I'm going to be adding in not only doing readings, but I want to be able to sell my stickers and I want to sell um my snail mail, have sort of a QR code for people to scan so they can join and sign up for it, and also to uh, be able to buy if I'm, whatever I'm creating, whether they are the, I think this is all dry and ready to go, and probably not these ones. These ones take a long time. This is still wet, but creating bookmarks and creating different bookmarks, which is something I love to do. This one is still wet. It's going to take it'll be dry by Tuesday, when I send it out, but that's somebody's bookmark that I created for them. So creating bookmarks and things like that, trying to add these things, but also make another business out of it, and doing that at markets. So love to hear your guys' feedback, and anybody who ordered the snail mail and you received it, post it. Let people know that you received it. If you like it, hopefully you like it. Let them know that you like it, which would be really cool. And share it out. Share this out because I think this could be something that's really cool for the community to grow, for a community to grow. And it's something that you don't have to, the whole thing is that you don't have to believe in anything. Like, it's not like you're signing up for some kind of spiritual thing, or you're signing up for something that you have to believe in, in whatever. This is about just believing in yourself. This is about connecting with oneself and allowing yourself to take that time for you and enjoy. That's that is what it's about. On average, right? I know the magnets with your stickers. I've been looking at that, Holly. Do you know that you can make, like, take something like, say, your art pieces, and then you can make a little magnet out of it and have it as a bookmarker magnet. Ah. And I could get the magnet tape too, like the magnet stuff I can order from, um, Amazon, and to make it even out for the back of the stickers and stuff like that. Oh my god. Yes, yes. Oh, it is endless, endless, endless. So, and having different themes. So each month is, for me, is a different theme, right? So like the back to school theme and things like that. Um, I saw I got off topic again, stickers. Anyways, I saw a picture of a Prada bag, backpack, and it was really pretty, and I think, "I like that backpack," but I know it's Prada, so I can't really use the Prada one, but I can sort of use the essence of what that Prada bag was or is, and use it as one of my stickers, and it just went from there because it had pretty little flower it had flowers on it and stuff, so it went from there. Same with, retro typewriters, typewriter, and, of creating something from that typewriter, and that's what I've done too. So, th this is I don't know, it's just a whole different world. It's a whole different world, and what I love about it, it's for everybody. It's not just for one person. Like, usually with what I do, like, for astrology, it's like people who really are into astrology. If you're a psychic, some people are into wanting to know more of their future, or wanting oh, you have a braille typewriter. That's cool. That's really cool. Um, having having something that is just kind of neutral, I guess you'll say. When I've been looking into this a lot, it's a lot of people who've stepped into this are between 25 and 35. So they're the Gen Zs, you know, kind of the millennials, but not the millennials, sort of the end to the Gen Zs to the newer generation that are coming in. And I find that I'm not that generation, obviously, but I love the idea and the energy of that generation because that's a generation, part of them kind of remember not having a cell phone and not and having mail or having to go to the post office and having to stand in line at the post office to either mail something. I mean, Christmas time was our time when my parents would do tons of Christmas letters, and I thought that was so cool, is to do, sending out your Christmas cards, right, every year. And when you're sending out your Christmas cards every year, and you'd have to go to the post office, and, depending where they're going, you'd have to send them out early, or boxes, whatever it was, like parcels and things like that. Now people order things on Amazon, have them send it, right? Or, and it's just not the same. There's something about packaging stuff up, and I know I did this when I had my auction and I sold stuff and packaging things up and sending it to people. And when my packages would always have stickers and all kinds of stuff on it because it makes it fun, right? It makes it fun. And it's so cool to receive something that's kinda cutesy in the mail. That's different, right? It sort of stands out, and I think it kinda gives the mail person a smile too when they're delivering. It's like, "Oh, look at this is cool." And that's the whole premise of it. We look at a generation that has never had that, has never had to stand in line and, sometimes at certain the mail person would have known you when you went to the post office, right? It was a big thing to go to the post office, and you would get, sometimes there would be coloring books and stuff like that for the kids and that, and you could take home a free little coloring piece of paper and stuff from the post office. Those are the things that I feel like a lot of the Gen Zs and this newer generation that are coming in, they understand the technology of everything. They understand, what AI is and how to work and beginning to work with the AI. But the thing is that they're also looking at, the grandma stuff, right? And what the grandma stuff was. And I guess I'm the grandma age because, I am 62, but the Afghans and wanting to have a cup of tea in the afternoon or wanting to, sit up and cozy up with a book. And I think that is very cool. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think we went from a generation that was wild and crazy, um, the Gen X's, that, we're like feral children let loose on the world to go out and conquer. And same with the baby boomers, set loose and to go out and conquer and be free from a place where maybe there was a lot of restriction to where now we're coming into a generation that doesn't mind some of the restrictions, doesn't mind any of that because they're wanting for safety and security. They're wanting something that feels that's tangible, that's something that this is ours, this is mine, right? And I think that's also part where that's why I think the Afghans come in, the crocheted blankets and things like that, and I think that's all part of the stationery, and buying the paper and buying the stickers and doing things. It's like the warm, cozy evenings that you could have, and when you gather with other people and you gather with friends and you have a scrapbooking night, right? You could have a letter writing night. You could have, a book reading night or whatever it is, right? People are wanting to gather. It's that community and wanting to connect. And whether that community is people from all over the world or people just in their neighborhood. And that's what I feel is really this call, especially with Pluto and Aquarius, wanting to connect, wanting to bring in that humanity, wanting to have people to come together again in some way. And from Pluto in Capricorn to Pluto in Aquarius, Pluto in Capricorn was the one who brings in community, who sets up the community. The Pluto in Aquarius are the executors. They're the ones who put it together and say, yes, let's do this. Let's bring in the harmony. Let's bring in the magic of it all. Hence, the reason why so many of these of where I've seen some of these snail mails are like 5,000 people have joined their snail mail, or 1,000 people have joined their snail mail, where they started off with maybe 12 people. I think for my September one, not everybody had reapplied, which is fine. I get it. And but it's starting off with 12 people and seeing where it'll grow, seeing where it'll expand, because it's a stepping stone. And my goal is I have huge goals with this. Like, this isn't me hoping that one day I'm going to be booked every day doing readings. Actually, I don't think I could do that. My energy could not actually handle having 5 bookings Monday through Friday with doing readings. That would be a lot on me. But what I can do, I know I can do, I don't know how many snail mails, because it's a different pace. It's a different energy that goes into it. I know when I do my moon readings, I have to have a day to do my moon readings, a day to write it up, and the next day to record it. And I have to really make sure I focus on it. That's why I keep my numbers for the moon readings low. The moon reading and the subscriptions are something is not, I can't grow to be 100 people. It won't grow to be 100 people, right? Because I don't have the energy to do 100 moon readings. But I do have the energy to do 100 subscriptions for letters, and in creating that, it's a totally different vibration. And that's where I feel like, yeah, I can actually do this. I feel like I have the energy that I could, you know what? If it's a lazy day and I just want to take a step back, it's very easy to do that as well with doing this. And it's still very personable, and I've had some people, well, you got 100 people, it's not personable. But I feel it is still personable. Even if I had, let's say, if I did get 5,000 subscribers, it would still be personable, because the letter that I write is from me. The things that I create are from me, and I'm not creating something that they're hand done. They're from my imagination. They're from my energetic being going out there. That's what it's from. And for those who don't think that's what it is, or it's just mass produced, it isn't. And that's the whole emphasis of this. It's creating something that is beautiful. And from that, if let's say you did, create like 5,000, 1,000, whatever it is, or even 500 subscribers, could you imagine having a gathering or a retreat? I mean, I used to do scrapbooking retreats, and that would be a retreat where people could come and we could gather and do stickers or create new ideas, have a whole art weekend. But an art weekend that's filled with fun and whimsical things, and maybe even throw in some yoga and throw in a meditation and throw in some other the cool little spiritual things that I do. But that's the whole thing with this. It's a stepping stone that's going towards something that can be created into something much bigger, and it is personable. And I'm gonna stress that to people, because I have had people say, "Oh, you're doing something," and it angers me. It really pisses me off, because they have no idea, or they don't know me. Right? They're like, "Oh, you could write that up on chat." Sure, I can write it up on chat. AI is a fabulous tool to utilize when you're trying to create something or throw ideas back, because you're getting an instant response, right? And whether you take the ideas or don't take the ideas, it's up to you, right? But you could take that and grow from it, right? If you could write down, like I use Google, like I've been starting to use Google Doc, and putting ideas in there and using the Google Doc, and then using, and then throwing the ideas out. Well, what about this and this and this? What would that look like? Right. And you get that response back. It's not like you're having to wait for somebody to reply to an email or something like that. Right. And still keeping it very personable. So that I'm really stressing out to people because I know there's some people that thought it was not personable, and that kind of pissed me off when they said that. But that's okay. That's their opinion as well too. So you got to give them love and light and let them go. But that's where I'm at. And I feel like this could be something that's fun and creative for people. Anyways, today for the Sunday reflection, which I totally forgot about, as I said at the beginning, I want you to go and I want you to just take some time. It's a long weekend. Uh, the second last long weekend of the summer, and to take the time to really step into what is your intention for this week? How do you want to connect with this week, right? It is a week that we are entering into the eclipse season. It is a week that we're entering into some really bigger transformations, not only for ourselves internally, physically, mentally, and spiritually, but into a world that is going to be dramatically changing at even a faster pace than what it already has. And in doing that, to find some time in nature, find some time and allow yourself enjoying the sunshine, right? If it's not raining where you're at, but to get out there, enjoy some sunshine, enjoy the beauty that's around you, and just taking those moments and taking it moment for moment is going to be what's going to really help you to get through the month of August, rabbit, and enter into the September energy as well. I know the energy coming up is going to be quite heavy and harsh for a lot of people, but that's why we got to make it very simple, very tangible, and taking one step at a time. So I'm going to send you guys so much love. Thanks for listening. Thank you for listening. And may the Lord and Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you and all you say and all you be and all you do. Right? Oh, Lexi, you're just joining me. Mwah! Sending you so much love. Thank you for those who've subscribed and are a part of this journey for me. Thank you. Oh, you make me cry. You do. And for those who want to come and join me and continue this journey, the links in the bio. If you don't want to do the link, you could do it by e-transfer. You can get a hold of me, and I'm going to send you guys out so much love because I could continue talking about this for another hour in doing this because it just gets me so excited, right? Little washi tapes. So and just doing this. So have a blessed one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll talk to you guys all soon. Bye bye. See ya.